Hey, everybody. I want to talk to you about this PowerPoint that we looked at during class, 10 Rules to Write By, and just to kind of go over this so that you have this as a resource later on. So, first of all, rule number one, don't be lazy. Never use abbreviations in your writing. An example of this is etc. If you've got something more to say, just say it. Don't stop by saying etc. Say what you have to say. Okay? And don't abbreviate other things either. Use the full word. Number two says be precise. Never use symbols in place of words. And here's what I mean by that: ampersands, the at signs, a slash right there. Type out the words. Especially, I see this one a lot. That last example, I was feeling tired slash stressed. First of all, I don't like the way that it reads, but also choose a word. And if you want both of those words to be there, I was feeling tired and stressed. There's no problem with that. Or just choose one of them. But by using that slash, you're announcing to the reader that you don't know the right word to use. You always want to know the right word to use. Number three says, remember your audience. Never used text language. It's okay to use things like this when you're talking to your friends, if you're sending a text message. But if this is academic work, don't do that. Number four, except in dialogue, never use exclamation points. You might be excited about the imagery that you found in a poem or in a story, but you don't need an exclamation point. State it as a fact, right? Exclamation points, if you're writing dialogue in a narrative essay, that's fine, but not in a standard academic piece of writing. Number five, unless you're writing a personal narrative, do not use first person. This slips into essays an awful lot. Students will use I. I found an example of textual evidence. Don't do that. You're not a part of the essay. Focus on the text, focus on the prompt. This leads to number six. Don't use this phrase, I think, for a couple of reasons. Number one, it weakens your argument. You're telling the reader, I'm not sure, but I think. Secondly, it's I know that this is what you think because this is your essay. Your name's at the top. It's your essay. I know these are your opinions. You don't need to tell me that this is what you think. I know this is what you think. Rule number seven, be articulate. Avoid weak modifiers, very or little or really. Some teachers won't let you use them at all. If the dog is very small, describe it as tiny. If a character is really tired, exhausted. If it's a little hot outside, use the word warm. Be precise with your language. Again, I know we keep saying that, but be precise. Number eight, spell out single digit numbers, but use numerals for numbers that are greater than 9. Here's what that means. There are 6 classes on my schedule. Notice that 6 is spelled out. The Yankees have won the World Series 27 times. Notice here, I've got the numerals. LeBron James has won 4 NBA championships. Again, notice that it's spelled out. So spell it out if it's single digit, use numerals if it's double digit or higher. Rule number 9 says choose the appropriate tense and stay there. Don't go back and forth between past tense and present tense. If you're writing an essay about literature, we want you to use what we call the literary present, meaning we always use present tense when we're writing about literature. And here's the last rule, number 10. This is the most important one. Don't expect to get it right the first time. You won't. That's the way writing is. There's a freedom in that. Allow yourself the opportunity to make your writing better. The first time you write, it will not be your best effort, and that's okay. That's the way it is. So remember these rules, and your writing will get better, I promise. Thanks very much.